There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
I'm sitting here wondering, Peter, what Roberto Donadoni's main role is going to be.
Tries a shot! Goal! Inter! And what a start!
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Inter really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So, a breakthrough already. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
DiMarco getting forward. Well, that has not gone well. Serginho, pass somewhat off target. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And that is a little undercooked. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Zanetti. That's a pretty loose pass. Played out towards the right wing. Costa Curta calmly anticipates. Rijkaard. And it's Serginho. And it's Totti. And this is Schneider. Elects to cross. De Bruyne. Now it's Van Basten. Nicked it back promptly. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. It's a really well-measured ball. And here's Batistuta. Looking tidy in possession here. Couldn't squeeze it through. And the pass is intercepted. Good take, and is he in? Totti going. And he's let fly! Oh, good spread. And he was quick to react. Serginho. Tries to play it through. Donadoni.
Inter really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
DiMarco in acres of space out wide.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Batistuta. And here's DiMarco. Oh, that was vital. Çalhanoğlu. The message is clear. None shall pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Inter definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
And here's Batistuta. And this is Chance, surely! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
That is a really good chance miss, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Tries to pass it through. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Batistuta touches it back. Now it's Schneider. Oh, it's Schneider!
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's De Bruyne. Totti cuts it out. He won't be happy with that one. Aimed beyond the defence. Short changes him with that pass. De Vrij spots it and intercepts. Schneider. No way through. Now it's Batistuta. There's the shot! There's a goal! Inter are back in business. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Batistuta. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Barella. Now it's Van Basten. Played out to the left flank. Now that's a fine challenge. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So straight into the second half.
Inter have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Great vision. Hernandez kept his eye on it, and he's there. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And here's Batistuta. De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. Can he get on the end of this? That is ended up in no man's land. Serginho. No, that pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Batistuta. Totti. And he welcomes it in. De Bruyne. Now it's Donadoni. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's beaten the line. Decent chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Van Basten has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Schneider. Brilliantly cut out. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Real chance! But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
That is good alertness. And it's Schneider. Totti. Threads one in. Oh, easy pickings there. Serginho. Spread out to the left. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Batistuta! In he goes again! De Bruyne. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Can he get it through? Donadoni, and he's managed to get free. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Now that looks a decent... And Del Piero! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Goal! Inter! Into the lead once more. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be...
And he shoots! And there's his goal! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Quite a game this, all square again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And he's had it nicked away. Knocks it into space. And this is Del Piero. Can he finish? Goal! Inter! And they've got their lead back. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Del Piero! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Del Piero really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
And that has been cut short.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Cannavaro. Not too much more here, and it's been given away. And a chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Inter really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And he's picked out the run. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Hernandez. Totti, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Takes aim and... Impressive jump! It's hit the crossbar. Dispatched clinically. We thought they were done, but never say never. Martinez duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that.
So that means another 30 minutes football. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
Well, no winner so far, but somebody has to be the winner, and extra time is next. So our quest to find the winner continues. Inter Milan did fantastically well to force extra time, having been on the brink of defeat in normal time. In fact, you could say they're the better off of the two teams, at least psychologically.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And it's Del Piero. Great defending, strong and determined. That's a pretty loose pass. Martinez. Ribery. Looking to play him in. Cannavaro robs him of possession. Inter Milan needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Ribery. Schneider. Chance for a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Not the most accurate pass. Batistuta. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Ribery. And Ribery! Oh, he's done it! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Inter Milan leading now. And that is not getting there. And we're halfway through extra time. Inter Milan have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. So this is it, one goal in it, and we're down to the last 15 minutes. Everyone on their last legs. Can there be one final twist? And so the last chance to find a winner. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Oh, well played, well played. Donatoni. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Shoots! And a neat finish! They've done it again! It is incredible!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Inter Milan dragged themselves back again. There's the delivery. Well, what about it? Inter Milan are hurt by just about the final punch. Looking for options for movement. Looking for the run. DiMarco. They're urging him to shoot. There's the header! He lifts the roof! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Inter Milan now on the verge of victory. Save for a few potentially hectic... Batistuta! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Desperate defending required here. And they've got rid. And that's gone loose. Oh, no joy this time.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Inter Milan can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.